This is We've Been Drinking MMA. We are on the fourth fight in the main card, Alex Morono versus Joaquin Buckley. I'm going Joaquin Buckley.
Yep, and this is back in. My pick is going to be Alex Morono. And, Buckley's the favorite in this fight. Joaquin Buckley is minus 175, 175 to make 100. He's got a 4-inch reach advantage over Morono. And could be a very interesting fight. They both throw with some heat. Buckley with a lot more power, and Buckley with the amazing head kick knockouts that we all crave. So everyone, whenever they watch Joaquin Buckley, we're always waiting to see if he's going to throw those special spinning kicks to the face.
The flair.
Yes, and you never know when he is ready for it, man. He can really just change a fight with one strike. Morono's not that type of a guy who can change a fight with one strike.
No,
he's just not.
Volume
puncher.
And he's a BJJ guy, so
yeah.
Yes,
I feel
that's what I think he's known for anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, they both were doing good. Like Joaquin Buckley is 4-2 in his last 6, and the only 2 losses are against a guy who main evented versus Sean Strickland, the current champion, about 2 months ago or 3 months ago, and then Chris Curtis, who's a perennial top 10. And then his wins are against, Albert Duraev, who we got respect for, Ahal Hassan, who is the co-main event in this card. We got Arroyo, and then Andre Fiallo, who he knocked out currently in his last fight. Solid record.
Buckley's pressure and his power, that's why I think he's going to win this fight.
Absolutely. And then you got Morono. Morono is on a 5-1 in his last 6. The reason I think Morono is, a little bit underrated in this fight is because he just got knocked out 2 fights ago by Santiago Ponzinibbio, which I just want to say he took that fight on 6 days' notice. He did good because 2 judges in that fight against Santiago Ponzinibbio, 2 judges gave the first 2 rounds to Alex Morono. And in the third round, Morono just, Ponzinibbio, they were trading, and Ponzinibbio just hit him with something that stuck. And Morono just froze standing. He got hit, and he got stuck. It stuck him, and it just fell down after that. I think 6 days' notice is really tough to get the conditioning up to handle, a 3-round fight. But if Morono just stayed away, theoretically, if Morono just ran away for that round, he would have won the fight because 2 judges had him up 2 rounds. So in a 6, I'm just saying, Ponzinibbio, I have respect for him. We all know he's a good fighter, solid fighter, who's been in the top 15 for a long time. He's got a win over Matthew Semmelsberger, Mickey Gall. We all know these guys. KO over Donald Cerrone. When Cerrone was not thinking about retiring. Tim Means, who just had a resurgence with a nice knockout win over Andre Fiallo. Tim Means got submitted in the second round by Alex Morono. Admittedly, Tim Means does get subbed a lot. He's got 6 submission losses. But anyways, it's a really good fight, I think. For me, Alex Morono, like Lousy said, throws with volume, and Joaquin throws with power. Also, Buckley has really gotten more patient, like Lousy said, and he's really trying to time people a lot better.
Instead of just going head hunting, he's much more patient.
And which is honestly fair. Once you head kick knock out somebody like Kasangane in your second fight in the UFC, you want to be that fan favorite who just goes for these crazy knockouts. And I think he started to develop who he was when he started realizing that you can't just do that against everybody. And now he's turned into more of a patient knockout guy, which is very smart growth by him. Alex Morono is 12-5 in the UFC. And Joaquin Buckley is 6-4 in the UFC. So Morono has a slightly better record in the UFC. Joaquin Buckley has been KO'd 3 times. And Morono has been KO'd twice, but one of those was against Ponzinibbio, but no excuses, he got KO'd, and then the rest of them are losses by decision. I feel like Morono is one of those guys, looks like a tricky vet. He's been in the UFC for a long time now. He's got 15 fights. Or so, 17
He's a bag
fights.
of tricks for sure.
Man, he's got a bag of tricks, man. He's going in and out all the time, hopping in and out, just like he's on coffee, a lot of caffeine, just in and out, in and out. He's very sneaky by manipulating that distance. You don't know when he's going to strike you. You don't know when he's going to throw a kick. He throws mostly punches, but you don't know whether it's going to be a 1-2, 2 punches or 3 punches. You don't know whether the first punch is going to get you or if he's setting it up for the third punch to hit you hard. He's really sneaky, and I think people are underestimating Morono's sneakiness, for lack of a better word. I think his punches are fast. His counter punches are fast, so he can hit you going backwards, going forward. I think One problem with him though is he does check leg kicks and he gets out of the way of body kicks pretty good, but he does not block head kicks. And Joaquin Buckley's specialty is head kicks. So I could see this, Buckley ending it with a head kick. I honestly could right here. This is a dangerous, dangerous fight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bet Alex Morono. He is an underdog. I'm getting plus money on this. Plus 150.
He's a better fighter.
He's a better fighter overall. Buckley has just got power, and it's hard to just match Buckley punch for punch. And when Buckley is on his game, it's not easy to beat the guy. That's why he's the favorite. 4-inch reach advantage. Buckley, in my opinion, he's got good distance control. He's really been improving that distance control. He's not getting sloppy anymore. He's mostly a kicker, but he does throw combos with a lot of hooks. He throws lots of different looping hooks. And he's got fast leg kicks, head kicks. I feel like as the fight goes on, though, he is a power striker. But sometimes he gets a little bit close, and with Morono manipulating distance, it could be a little bit of a tougher fight than what maybe the odds makers are thinking. I think he has a huge reach over fighters at 170. I just think that maybe if he used his jab a little bit more, he would have maybe a better success rate and start winning by decision rather than having to win by KO all the time. He's got a huge reach. He's a very talented athlete. I just think that right now, the experience, the fact that Morono's 12-5 in the UFC and Buckley is 6-4 in the UFC, the fact that Morono's got the experience, he's been ranked higher than Buckley in the past, maybe not now. The fact that he's in and out and hard to read, it's going to be really, really tough for Buckley to time that. But like I said, Buckley with the head kick KO, totally possible. And so what I want to do is I want to bet Morono, and I want to see what Buckley is on Wednesday when the props come out. I want to see what Buckley by KO is, and I want to get some insurance. You know what I mean? Because Buckley by head kick knockout, and I saw Morono walking into head kicks sometimes. So I'm like, man, this could end in a head kick knockout easily by Buckley. I just think Morono with the in and out movement, with the higher volume of strikes, is going to land, and the judges are going to maybe score it for him on some of the rounds. It's going to be a really good fight, but you're going to get that insurance for Buckley by KO as well. Small bet on that.
Joaquin Buckley for the win for me.
Yep, and I'm going with Morono. It's going to be a fun fight, guys.
Like, subscribe, comment.